Hello and welcome back to another weekly news recap on the news for this week. First thing, starting off this week, again, finally, not with Boeing, but moving on this time with Etihad, who have got some good news as they plan to announce a small order of Boeing or Airbus aircraft. So we know for a fact that Boeing, as I said in the Turkish Airlines video or segment last week, Boeing will likely want to win this order, but again, so will Airbus. So this is a small order, but enough to propel them forward to their 2030 goal as what they want to do and their future fleet growth over their network. So we will have to keep an eye on Etihad. Now staying in the Middle East, now moving on to Fly Dubai. The Fly Dubai chief executive says that there's doubts that Boeing can deliver their 787s by 2026, as Fly Dubai has said that Boeing might not be able to get their 2026 target date for the delivery of their brand new Dreamliners, which they ordered in about November last year. The airline was planning to use their 787s to expand their market to maybe the United States, Australia, Africa, and just maybe further out to Asia with these Dreamliners, but they said they can't get their hands on them because Boeing is, as I've mentioned many times before, just not doing very well. And as Simple Flying reports, they say that Boeing 787 delays for Fly Dubai will be expected, so we will keep an eye on Fly Dubai. And now moving on to Air Indigo, and Air Indigo could be boosting their regional fleet with upwards of 100 new narrow-body or short-haul aircraft. Now, the airline already flies 45 turboprop planes, but is looking to order A220s or E175s for their future operations. And it wouldn't go a week without some Boeing news, so here we go. The Emirates CEO Sir Tim Clark has said that he's not becoming very happy as the 777X faces more delays, as, well, I already know the aircraft's already 4 years behind its entry into service date. So you can understand Sir Tim Clark's not so happy with this, and people are speculating if the 777X is even ever going to fly. And apparently Boeing did address the problems that arose with the 777X, as we've seen, but I think this has only made Emirates more and more frustrated as they really want to get their hands on this airplane because it can really prove beneficial for their future fleet growth to maybe expand and maybe retire some of their older A380s as they would like to do. So we're going to have to keep an eye on this to see what happens next. And now moving on to Korean Air, and Korean Air this week has said they'll be selling 5 of their 747-8i fleet to Sierra Nevada Corporation. This being to help the E-4B, which, as you know, is, I'm pretty sure, the doomsday plane that is in the US Air Force fleet. And the sale was at 164 million US dollars, which is a lot of money, which could be going towards the older 747. Now, probably one of the reasons why Korean Air did decide to make this move is because they are in the midst of modernising their fleet, as we've seen with A350 orders and more 787s, I'm pretty sure, come to the airline, or will be joining the airline in the years to come. So I suppose these are the reasons why Korean Air will be selling off these 5 jets. And now moving on to EVA Air, who are ordering more 787 Dreamliners to expand their long-haul fleet and be more committed to the 787 Dreamliner. And these are for 4 787-10s, of which these aircraft will be delivered as of 2029, as well as other Dreamliners coming, which they've already ordered in the past. And now we go straight back through to Boeing's bad news, as we literally were talking about their good news, and now we're back straight through to the bad news. And this is about the Boeing CEO, David Calhoun, who is on his way out after a pretty hellish 2024. He'll be leaving at the end of this year, and it's about his pay, as of course he was not really supposed to leave the company. He was supposed to be getting aircraft such as 777X, 737 MAX 7 and MAX 10 certified, so it would be an all-out good year for Boeing. But 1 week into that, we've seen, of course, the door plug incident when the Alaska Airlines plane blew out at the top end of the year. So let's just say it's not been good, and it's just surrounding his pay. Now, David Calhoun was not supposed to leave the company, actually. He was supposed to be the one to get the company back on track after what had happened with the MAX previously. However, after the groundings, FAA investigations, and Boeing whistleblowers announcing allegations, he decided he would be stepping down along with many other Boeing employees high up in the company. Now, David Calhoun is getting a compensation, so not really pay as I've said, but compensation will be at $1.4 million. And with that, I'd like to thank you very much for watching this week's news video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.